Hey guys, it's Wolfy-Chan, and I'm back with another movie review. And this movie is like my love. I love this movie. This is amazing. It's not like one of the best in the world. You have to watch it or you're not an anime fan. No. But it is by Hayao Miyazaki, which, really, it's Hayao Miyazaki. If you haven't seen any videos, any movies, anything about him, he is a great, I think, and yeah, he only does really movies, but he has been in retirement, come out of retirement, been in retirement, come out of retirement. And he's coming out of retirement now to make one more movie. I don't know if he'll go back to retirement or anything like that. Don't know, but he's an amazing person. Makes the creme de la creme of movies. It's beautiful. It makes you interested in the movie. All of the other movies, even, and this one comes from a book, it made me interested in the book. Which the book is not bad. I haven't read it fully, but the parts that I have read, really good. I'm kind of hoping to read it. It's more of a novel, but this is an amazing movie in all of his movies. And I can, if you guys want me to, review more of Hayao Miyazaki's movies, because, let's be frank, I think I've watched all of them, and there's not really a bad one in the bunch. And there are quite a few of the movies that I believe are by Studio Ghibli, and not by Hayao Miyazaki, that I have watched. But I think he's done some of the movies that a lot of people don't talk about. So I might do reviews on those ones more, because not a lot of people talk about these certain movies that are by him. Not like Nausicaa, but other ones like Porco Rosso. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. Not that it's a bad movie. I think it's wonderful. I like it. But not a lot of people, watch every single Studio Ghibli movie and stuff like that. Because there are some movies that are very sad, and I may do reviews on them. So, I'll think about it. But what's the movie from Hayao Miyazaki that I love, that I can't help but watch it, love the voice acting of it, everything? Howl's Moving Castle, which, funny enough, Christian Bale voices Howl, and I think he does wonderful. But him as an actor, but I still like him as an actor, so, yeah, he's very method, but he's got a nice voice to howl. He does howl very well. I will admit that. But Howl's Moving Castle. It follows our main girl, who is Sophie, and in the movie itself, she has another sister. That basically what happens is that her mom died, and her dad has remarried somebody, and she decided to take care of the hat shop that was her dad's, and she takes it on. And so she kind of keeps people in business, or keeps it running, and makes little hats and stuff like that as well as selling them in this little shop. And so there's a big festival, because there's kind of a war about to happen and stuff like that at this time. And so she's going to visit her sister at this bakery. So she closes up the shop and she walks over there, and she looks like a very plain girl. Which, no offense, being plain, they're still pretty. They're still awesome. I like characters that are kind of like that. But she kind of gets stopped by these soldiers, and she's kind of like, I don't want to get hit on, I just want to go and see my sister. And they are really creepy guys. Really creepy soldiers. When then Howl kind of pops up, which she doesn't realize is Howl, and kind of pulls her through. And so he basically takes her to the top of the bakery, kind of the very top balcony, rests her there and goes, just stay here, you'll be fine. And he's got something at the time chasing him, and so he runs off afterwards. And so she then meets her sister, has a nice talk, goes, why don't you, as sisters do, why do you even spend time at the shop? I mean, you could do bigger and better things. It's like, but Dad loved it. I just want to do this. And so she's like, okay, but, there's always, bakery. And her sister's, like, really popular at the bakery. Her name is Lottie. And she just was like, I love you, Lottie, bye. And so she goes home, goes into the shop, looks at herself in the mirror, and then somebody walks into the shop. She's like, I could have sworn I locked that. We're closed at the moment. I'm really sorry. And she's kind of cryptic, like, oh, how was he? And she's like, what? And she's like, you really need to get out of here. And she's like, would you talk to the Witch of the Waste like that? And she's like, whoa, oh snap. And so the Witch of the Waste places a curse on her, which turns her old. And so she doesn't want to tell her stepmother, her sister, anybody like that, I've turned into an old person. So she kind of walks away and finds this turnip, what do you call it? Scarecrow, there. A turnip scarecrow, because she's trying to go back to her sister, even though she doesn't really want to tell her sister that she's old and stuff like that. So this turnip character kind of follows her, and she's like, if you really want to help me, then just find me a place to stay, because I'm really cold, I'm really old, and all this stuff. And so he finds Howl's moving castle. And she's like, this is Howl's castle, this is good. But thank you. And so she gets up and basically kind of stays the night. And, Calcifer is a little fire demon that basically tells, I can't remember the little boy's name, but tells the little boy that, hey, I didn't really let her in, I was just really tired, and she got in. And the little boy's like, is she a witch? Is that the reason why? Did you let a witch in? And so, he's kind of like, of course I wouldn't let a witch in. And she basically is like, I can cook, I can clean, if you hire me on, I'll be good. And so he's like, well, I guess I can give you some food, and you can stay here for a little bit, but it all depends on the master of this house, which is Howl. So, the kid just is gonna eat bread and cheese, because that's all it has, and she's like, why don't you want to eat this bacon and eggs? And the boy's like, well, because Calcifer only obeys Howl, and Howl's not here. And she's like, I got this. Slams a pan, basically, on poor Calcifer, and Calcifer kind of gives up after a little bit, and is like, Urgh. And she puts the bacon in, puts the eggs in, and he's like, may all your bacon burn. Which, Calcifer is voiced by Billy Crystal, which is, love it, awesome, amazing, awesome. So, she makes it, and then Howl walks in and goes, oh, you're being quite tame, Calcifer. She made me. She kind of threw a pan in my face. I can't hold pans. And so they have breakfast and stuff like that, and she finds this piece of paper in her clothes, gives it to him, finds out it's kind of a message curse, kind of like, takes it out of the wood, and so Sophie gets to cleaning the whole castle. And cleans up the bathtub, cleans all this, and Howl, basically freaks out because he had a lot of potions in there that dyed his hair color and made him feel pretty. And as it goes on, she meets a lot of different people, goes to the capital, does all this stuff, and falls in love with Howl, and I think Howl slowly finds feelings for her and stuff like that. And the ending is really good. The animation is amazing. I would, because it does have violence, and it does have a little bit of gore, and it does have a bit of blood, not a lot, definitely anybody over 18, but it is really good. And, if it's a family thing, just talk about it, but it is a really good family movie. It is really nice. I love it. But definitely good for both guys and girls. There's a bit of romance, there's a bit of action. It's like an everything bagel. It's got a bit of everything. So I definitely recommend this. So if you like this video, definitely leave a like, leave a comment below if you like Hayao Miyazaki's movies or any other one. What's your favorite movie by Hayao Miyazaki? Because, hey, Howl's Moving Castle is mine. And definitely leave a comment below if you want me to review any more of his movies. I am thinking about, like, Porco Rosso and stuff like that. Thinking about it, might do it. Or I might do any other movies from Studio Ghibli, because they did make movies, even with Hayao Miyazaki, and they are beautiful, beautiful movies. And definitely subscribe, because I do make videos every day of either anime or manga, and I do try every Monday to get a Movie Monday out. So you can look forward to that every Monday, because I know Mondays sometimes are a B. And I just want to lighten up your Monday by having a movie, because why not? So I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope the lighting hasn't messed with this a bit. I have a feeling it has. Oh well. Wolfy-Chan out. Bye guys.